Hello?
Authorized personnel detected.
I should have stayed in bed.
Going to be in Gollum Cities.
He told me as long as
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call, Hong Kong Alpha 10, priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside ARC?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
I'll see what I can do. Later, man.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
My job. What about you?
I'm sorry that I wasn't questioning you. It was meant to be jovial. Guess I need to work on my timing. Anyway, I'm leaving a message for the director, asking if he's heard from Vince Black, our organized crime division head.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me.
The Og incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, I've managed to track Vince all the way to the repertory cinema yesterday. The camera doesn't show him going out. It must have been another exit.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I am not unmeant, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them, it's horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like...
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Well, gotta look cautious first. Our Chang was hacked.
The original digital Robin. When you got that. Work for us, we're good at this. What's wrong with him?
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
Adam, did you check out that apartment on Vani Street yet?
I've been busy.
Don't miss this chance, son. Based on past border control logs, Orlov never stays in Prague for very long.
City has gone to hell.
One more hit. That's all I need.
Připadá, se město pod tím tlakem hroutilo.
Ty víš, co si o vojenský style.
Can't defend against
Seems
that
as
kind
though
of
there are
thing.
more police than usual.
Really? I would not know.
It's up at the office?
We have a deadline in 2 days, and there is so much to get done.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. That conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
Ark is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes, but...
Janus.
Adam! The site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
Anomalous state detected. Activating investigation.
Search and execute mode activate. Downgrade to partial control mode. No hostility detected. Proceeding to next search. Scan reports no hostile activity. Maintaining search and execute mode. Investigation mode is active.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Area secure. Continuing search and execute mode. Anomalous. Target's location. Threat event to investigation mode is active.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I did not like the way those guards from the bank were looking at me. Those padlock guys?
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter. They're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Praxis district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
Let's see your paperwork.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847. I see. Thanks. You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here.
Just make it through this shift.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But and she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Praxis district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
You think the police are bothered by those Tarvos guys?
The security guards for the bank? Why would they be?
Because they aren't security guards, but private military contractors?
Shit, I had no idea. Should a bank be allowed to hire military?
Well, look at this. We have a real shiny one here. What you got hiding in those arms, Clank?
This should cover the basics.
Keep your hands where you can keep them. 847? Cool. What the fuck are you? Some kind of a super soldier?
What I am is in a hurry.
Yes. Yes, I bet you are. Go ahead, you're clear. Look, madam. Your papers state right here that you are currently restricted to the Praxis district. I'm sorry, but I can't let you do it.
What took you so long? You need to get in there.
What is this place?
This is where they're holding my daughter. After I evaded your agents, I followed one of those fanatics, and he led me here.
Where is she?
He said she was on one of the upper floors, but no one is allowed to go up there. These lunatics are armed. They'll shoot anyone who tries. What are they going to do to her?
It's okay. Mr. Stanek, stay here. I'll take care of it.
So many have found their way to
There was an attempted break-in last night. One of the flesh clones was caught trying to enter.
Apologies, brother, but access beyond this point is restricted.
Restricted to who? For a church, you aren't very welcoming.
The ascension is upon us today, and the chosen have already gone forward. The rest of us will have to wait our turn.
Well, I guess I'll get in line then.
Be patient, Seeker. Your turn will come soon.
Part of the ascension.
It is time. This is only the first. We are indeed.
What if it doesn't work?
In that case, we will both be grateful we weren't chosen.
Soon we will all be united.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider.
Tonight is only the beginning.
Not seeing anything?
Take your time. Keep looking. I got nothing here.
Yes. There is nothing more we can do.
Nothing, right?
Okay. Cover this area. No need to be on high alert.
Am I seeing things?
Ah! Oh!
I'm with you.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
Your turn.
He's still.
You know what? Go! Go! Ah!
Make the machine
You cannot. What is wrong with you?
you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
A few moments later.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Who's here? What's going on out there? I told you I was not to be disturbed. Oh my. Come in. Come in and let me see you. How did you get in here? And how did you know to come now? Tonight of all nights, when we are finally ready to answer the call of the machine god's infinite wisdom. Surely, your arrival here is not coincidental.
I'm looking for Allison Stanek.
Of course you are. And you have found her on the eve of her greatest achievement. But do you seek counsel? Assistance in your prayers or meditations? Or are you here to join us? To free yourself from this prison of flesh and give yourself to the glory of the singularity. If there is any way your High Priestess can be of assistance to you, I am more than happy to provide.
I want to ask you about the bombs you built for the attack on Ruzicka Station.
Is that all? My augmented brother Victor is a brave man and a great leader. When he asked me to build some of my little ones for him, I was proud to accept.
I know Victor. If he's behind these attacks, I'd like to have a talk with him.
After our flesh-flood oppressors sent one of their dogs to murder Talos Racker, Victor moved his base of operations to a research center in the Swiss Alps. Garm, I believe it is called.
Garm? Okay, I got it.
That is why you came here? You entered this sacred place to solicit my help against Victor's holy revolution? Traitor! Blasphemer! And I believed you were one of us.
I am. I just have a more inclusive idea of who us is.
Then you have become their willing slave. But not I. I have felt the boots of the police as they spat on me and mocked me for who I was. I could have lain down, like you. But I persevered. And the machine god has given me my reward. I emerged from the crucible enlightened.
Enlightenment is a state of elevated perception and wisdom. You seem to be a little short on both. If you were wrong about why I'm here, I bet you're wrong about a lot of other things too.
I admit when you first arrived, I was in the middle of something, and that distracted me from the true reason for your visit. But who could have anticipated one such as you would side with our enemies? They steal from us, they rape and murder us. They are animals. And animals go extinct, while technology perseveres.
Victor is killing everyone. Not just the abusers, but innocent people. People like your father, who's never been anything but supportive and forgiving.
Father, such a sweet man. I can only hope Victor's attacks will continue to spare him.
Continue? You mean there's gonna be more of them?
Well, you don't think I built only 3 of my little ones for him, do you? I gave him enough to destroy the entire city. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to what I was doing before you came.
Hey, we're not done here. Allison? Oh, shit.
It is time, children. It is time now. The body is the prison. Augmentations are the key. The consciousness is all.
Cast off the bounds of flesh and blood. Embrace the singularity.
Allison, stop! I know what you're doing. I've seen this kind of tech before. It ended badly.
You are concerned with our lives. You do not need to worry, brother. Only this physical body will die. Our minds will depart our corporeal shells and merge with the infinite consciousness of the machine god. This is the ascension. I would invite you to come with us, but there is no more room.
I'm more interested in preventing another attack. What's Victor's next target?
I do not know, and it does not matter. I am on the threshold of a new existence. When I become one with the machine god, The artificial burdens of this physical plane will no longer bother me.
Of course they will. Your mind's made up of thoughts and memories. If that's the part of you moving on, you'll be taking all your rage and pain along with you.
Good God. I had not thought of that. It seemed to me that this was my only chance. The world is made up of nothing but agony and suffering, or the futile struggle to avoid them. Moments of happiness are quickly shattered by this reality. The Ascension is our only hope of deliverance.
Your church is based on the idea that you're born into this world, you get augmented, you become enlightened, and you ascend. That means there is inherent value in this world. It's where you learn the lessons that make enlightenment possible.
Your view of my fate is simplistic, and yet in spite of that, I feel that I am on the precipice of an epiphany. It cannot be coincidence that you have made yourself known to me on this most holy of occasions. You are a sign from the machine god that I am to remain here a little while longer. I am not yet ready to ascend. I will spread wisdom to the rest of the world.
My job in this world is to stop people like Victor, and I need your help to do that.
Of course, my dear prophet. I am honored to assist you. Please, wait here. Take this. You can use it to defuse my little ones. It felt good for a change, to build something that saves lives instead of taking them.
Agent Jensen?
Over here.
I am under arrest?
People's lives were cut short, Allison, because of bombs you made.
None of my children will suffer for what I did.
You have my word.
When you confront Victor, be merciful. Remember, he is your brother.
Right. Smiley, Stanek and her escorts are on the way back in now. I need to talk to Miller. He back yet?
No, but just a sec. I'll get him on the line.
Jensen, you and Fletcher find something?
It's bigger than we thought. Where can I meet you?
At Chicane's place. We're flying there now. Miller out.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, and I'm ready to optimize that crazy system. Of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaklav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Why do you interfere?
Proč to děláte?
Centrálo, máme tu důstojníka v bezvědomí. Ozvu se.
Unit 64 reporting. Where do we take him?
Contact, come on.
0227? Copy that. Told you now.
Centrálo, máme tu důstojníka v bezvědomí. Ozvu se. Contact, come on. Všichni se chováte klid.
Hello.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Sorry, I need to run. Are we still having drinks tomorrow? You will have to tell me about it.
Papers, please.
Of course, officer.
One moment. Transmitting ID scan. Got it. Everything checks out. You're free to go.
Nice outfit.
Oh, wait, that's all.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours? Oh, what the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
I know you asked me to memorize that speech you gave when we first flew into Gollum together, but...
The one about us not being friends ever. But now you want to ask me about my leg, don't you?
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Ogs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an arsehole. But I'm not a fucking arsehole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be.